Kembali lagi di Poros Halang bersama dengan kembali lagi Poros Halang dan kembali lagi Zoom. Biar bete lu pada.
Kembali lagi Poros International Zoom.
Zoom.
Kalau lu tanya kenapa kita Zoom lagi, ya kali kita ke Finland ya enggak? Lu bayarin dah kita berangkat ke Finland.
Ya.
Kembali lagi Poros Halang bersama saya Patrick. Dan Abang Jere Virtanen Tarigan.
Hello Indonesia.
Hello
What's up,
Indonesia. It's like a greeting from a rock star. Hello Indonesia. What's up?
What's up?
What's up? It's our new song. It called Glory, Glory, the Past Day of Man United.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. It's the past days already. So how's life, Jere?
As you can see, all good here in Finland, enjoying the summer. We are at our summer cabin and waiting for the news of the first transfers. But it's been pretty quiet.
Pretty quiet, just like in your place. It's very quiet about Man United transfer.
I can hear I can hear the birds singing and so on. So quite the same than in Manchester office.
That is a beautiful scenery, by the way.
Thank you. It's so peaceful here now.
So how's life, Jere? All good?
All good. Rio is growing, my baby boy, already 5 months. Think about that, 5 months. And basic daddy work, changing the diapers.
Yes, I remember.
Yes. Waking up on middle of the night.
In the middle of the night. Yes.
Fun times.
Fun times. Just enjoy the life with a baby. So,
in terms of in terms of life, you said everything is great. In terms of business, have you got anything planned for Helsinki Red Room? Would you like to share to us?
Yeah, indeed. As you might have noticed, I published this Legends Weekend. So in September, we have up to 15 United ex-legends coming to Finland for the very first time.
15.
No,
15.
15.
Okay.
Even though I like going big, that would be way off my league.
That would be massive. Okay.
And so Mr. Brian Robson will lead a whole team of legends to Finland. We're going to have a stadium match against the Finnish legends. We're going to have a golf tournament. We're going to have a massive gala night. And of course, we're going to open up finally the
Helsinki Red Room, which was delayed. Yeah, which was delayed due to COVID and everything else, right?
Yeah, it's been long 2 years waiting.
Yeah.
So,
and is this for public, Jere?
Yeah, the match is public, and the golf tournament you can buy tickets there, and also the gala night. But the opening event at Helsinki Red Room is going to be private, so that there's going to be the players, my family, and some media. But that's it for that.
I ask you this because some of our followers, that includes you now, Poros Halang ID, lives in Europe, and who knows, maybe they would like to come and meet up with you and the rest of the legends. You can contact Jere on his Instagram and Helsinki Red Room for this. Yeah, on Twitter or on Instagram for this event in September. What date?
It's going to be 23rd and 24th of September, and we have a web domain, legendsweekend.com. There is a really good offer for a hotel. We're gonna announce all the new players there. We're gonna announce when the tickets are going to be sold. So just go to legendsweekend.com or contact me. You can of course contact me, and welcome to Finland. As you can see, it's fun.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
23rd and 24th of September, right?
Yep.
Why don't 21st? So do you remember the 21st night of September? Should be 21st of September.
I have different plans on that night.
You have different plan on that night. Okay. So,
all right.
Yeah. About the Man United situation right now, lately, what do you think about what Pogba did?
Overall, the situation, it's as we spoke last time, there is, of course, not going to be massive changes with the current owners because they, of course, have their way to lead and run the club, which is, of course, not helping the football club at the moment. We have a new manager. There's a lot of new stuff coming in. We all saw what Richard Arnold said to the fans in the bar. I think that's one interesting thing. There were a lot of people saying that Richard Arnold was, sorry my language, but complete bullshit. But in my mind, he actually went to talk with the fans, was open, told what he thinks about the things. So in my mind, it was really brave, and that gave me hope that Richard Arnold actually is wanting to have a change.
I agree.
So he said we have spent $1 billion to nothing. It's like it's like he actually step in front of the fans to tell his opinions and being open with it. So I can't see why that was bad thing. I can't see that.
To show to the fan is that means he has very, very brave. He has a balls, and then to tell them the truth about the situation, like you said, we spent over $1 billion, get nothing, and blah blah blah, and we should start all over again. That's what he said, right?
Yeah.
So, Go on.
Yeah. I mean, it for me, it's very, very brave.
But of course, until all the talk is changed to action, it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what Richard Arnold says. Whether we have 100 or 200 million pounds to buy players, that doesn't make the difference either. We have seen it during the last managers. We have both players, but the balance and finding the United way again, and I think Ole Gunnar did massive job and great job by starting the change, but then I was pretty disappointed what happened with the Rangnick era, and I think we had again one massive step back. So it's still a complete mess. I cannot find the golden line here.
No, there is no. I think there is no red golden line here, silver lining, as they would say. And to go back to the interview with Richard Arnold that is done by the United fans, I totally agree with you. It was a good thing in terms of the man is I think the account is Paul something Mank something I forgot, but he mentioned it also. The good thing that I got from that was that he did that. Although I don't approve of what he did afterwards, despite of the interview, he published it without acknowledgement of the person in question. I do see the silver lining of it, that because he did that, now we know the situation. Now we've seen it, and we've heard from the man himself, from the mouth of the dragon itself, and that's the only good thing that I saw from it. The negative impact of that to that account is, of course, most fans who has kind of logic or is a bit of a grown-up would see it that is not fair to Richard what he did. And I agree with you. Richard has the balls and he has the courage to meet with the fans, which is a very good thing. And I think the fans should appreciate that Richard would do that, because Ed Woodward, during his long-term charge there, never did that once. Nothing. And Richard, though he's only been with the club officially as the new
only a few months.
Yeah, he's been with the board for a long time, but in this situation, taking over from Woodward only a few months, he has the courage to meet with the fans. And what he said is absolutely true to me. I don't see why they say it's bullshit. I was a manager of a football club. I met some of the fans, and we have this guideline that we have to follow. We can't just say things abruptly. Especially, don't tell me that Richard Arnold didn't know that he was videoed. Of course, he knew. And the more you video him, the more he's going to bullshit you. The more he's going to be diplomatic with you. If you didn't do that, he might have come up and say what he felt. But because he knew that there'll be video, he knew that there'll be some kind of recording of some sort. He's going to be very diplomatic, because at the end of the day, like it or not, guys, you have to realize this guy works for the Glazers. And that is also, which is funny, because this man, Paul, all right, he wants, I remember his tweet, because I follow him way before all this. And I remember he said that the Ole outers are crazy to think that, to say that Ole is a Glazer man, because he never said bad things about the Glazers and he's things like that. And Paul said that, of course he's going to do that. Glazers paid for him. And now he's saying these things about Richard Arnold, which is, hello, it's the same situation, man. You can't have one standard for one person because you like him, like Ole. We all love Ole. But then because you don't like Richard Arnold, you change the standard. You just can't do that. You're doing an Amber Heard, you know?
Both are same person who get the money from the Glazers.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, in business life, and we have to realize that Manchester United has been business more than football club for ages now. Yeah. In business life, if you want to be in the board of directors, of course you need to make the owners happy and kind of trying to make their plan to work. If you don't do that, they will fire you. But of course, there's possibility to try to affect and kind of find a way to also please, in this case, fans more than Ed. Ed didn't try that. He was just pushing the business side forward, and of course he was successful with that. Everybody has to admit he was really successful.
Credit given is where credit is due.
Yeah, but at the same time, he destroyed the football side.
Exactly.
They didn't mind about whether we get success or not, which was shown 2008 in Moscow. The Glazer family didn't have not even one from the family was in Moscow. And at the same time, when Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl, they were celebrating.
Yeah, they were everywhere.
So you can see they don't mind about the European football. So I think we should have some kind of way. If we don't have the chance to get new owners, we need to have a way, and maybe Richard Arnold can be that, or then he's not. We don't know, but we have to find a way to have somebody to lead the ship, so that also the football side is taking into the consideration in every decision they make, because we need to have better stadium. We need to fix Old Trafford or build a new one. We need to have better conditions in the training center. The players won't come if the conditions are like shit. Players won't come.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's just a mindset. Why would I come to a football club if Manchester United called and Real Madrid called, or even Arsenal called? You know, where situations are much more stable in other clubs than what we have now. I mean, it's in the media, for God's sake. Everybody knows that we're in a shamble. Why would I come to such club where there is little to none possibility to win anything, let alone live life in peace? I've got fans that will come barging down my door if I don't play well, and they'll be mocking me, and my family will be affected, you know, from all over the world. Why would I come to such club if I want life in peace, you know? And it just doesn't make any sense anymore. And I agree with you. The problem is with the owner. It's not anything else. What Richard Arnold did for me personally was a good thing.
Yeah. And there's also two things I've noticed, which probably I need to say probably because we will see. But one thing is, of course, a massive change in the really key spots in the club. Like now we have a lot of people resigned, which will make new possibility to change things. And also at the same time, we thank God we lost the players who actually did poison the club within from inside. And already we can see, I don't know whether you have seen the Pogba documentary where he kind of makes himself as one of the biggest players ever to play and mocks up the United's offer. It's sad. I mean, that kind of person has been there, one of the biggest influencers within the club, and he thinks he's God and he thinks he's the best ever. And we all seen what he did on the field. Like, besides 5 or 10 matches, he was not enough good to play for United.
He thinks he has the Michael Jordan mentality, but he doesn't have the passion or the effect of a Michael Jordan. Sorry to say.
I agree.
It's Pogba, it's Pogba. It's Fuad's favorite player,
Don't try to make it, okay? Don't you even try, okay? Then that guy is very, very, just like, what can I say? He said everything worse about United to the media, okay? His old club. Then the next club for him will think, if we take this guy, play with us for maybe 2, 3, 4 seasons, and something went wrong, he might be said the same thing, same shit about what he said of United to the media about the new club. He's very, very stupid.
PSG fans don't want him, for God's sake. He's from France, and the PSG fans don't want him in PSG. That says a lot.
No. It does, yeah.
Yeah.
A player with a caliber of Pogba have a very good skill, world champion in Italy, Europa League, got no over until now. Even Juventus, not clear enough whether they want him or not, right? It's something wrong with this guy.
Yeah, and at the same time, we need to think. we know that in England, the play is the game is faster. It's more physical.
Yes.
So I don't know whether Pogba is the right person to play in that kind of league, because all his success has come from slower leagues and
league. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. So he has time to. Yeah, he has time to do all those tricks he wants to do.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe he can play very, very well in Italy with Juventus because it's slower than in England.
For God's sake. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. What? I mean, look. Let's just be real. Okay, let's just be honest with each other. Chris Smalling was falling on his ass with Manchester United. He went to Roma and he recreated himself there. He was able to do that because the league was slower. And then Tammy Abraham he was okay with under Lambat with Chelsea. But when he came to Roma under Jose, he became a superstar in that stadium. He was a top scorer. And I'm sure, and I am sure I can bet my money on this one. Nemanja Matic will be great for Roma, okay? Because he has the vision, he has the view. I've always said this in our videos, and I believe that Nemanja Matic will also be great once again with Roma in Serie A, because, like you said, it's a slower league.
What about, guys? What do you think about Jay Lings? What's going to happen with him? He's now doing TikTok videos in US and.
I think he gets some sort of
for his album.
Some sort of pencerahan kali ya, Pet ya. Apa sih? He gets some sort of
calling, man. It's a calling. Yeah, it's a calling. I want to be
calling from
what's up?
Yeah.
And become a TikTok artist, right?
Enlightenment.
He got some sort of enlightenment. Then, I'm done with football. I made United winning the FA Cup. Now I become a TikTok artist. That's it.
You know what's funny, Jere? Have you seen his Twitter account? And Instagram account? The heading is still Manchester United.
Well, there is nothing to be changed there. So, and were you surprised that when Jay Lings went to US, he started a trip with Pogba in Florida?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe there was
And
some kind of conference of TikTok stars or something.
And see what happened to Rashford right now.
Yeah,
The season hasn't started yet, but he already started the training alone.
Yeah.
All by
Jadon
himself.
Sancho. Also, Jadon Sancho is doing extra effort now.
Yes. Because
all right.
the virus has gone.
All right, gossip aside, I would like to see your opinion here, because those are cheap gossip. Those goes in the front page of the Sun. Okay,
I agree.
and things like that. All right, I would like to ask a more concrete question to you.
Yeah,
let's go back to what you said about Richard Arnold and a couple of people going, which of course open spaces for new and possible better people to step up. A person like Ralph Ragnick, who voices opinion quite vividly in the media, was let go. Okay, I'm not going to say let go. I'm saying that he stepped down because that's the official word of it.
Yeah.
But what do you think of this situation? Why do you think he resigned? Because there's a lot of conspiracy, there's a lot of theory. Now, what's your theory? What's your opinion on that? Why did he finally resign? Because he was saying that he'll be there for 2 years, and he was excited about the future. He was excited about the new manager, and now suddenly, out of the blue, boom, I'm out.
Well, if you remember when he signed, and he was asked whether he knows and understands what is going to be his role after the end of the season, he said he still doesn't know what kind of consult role he will have.
Exactly.
So from that point and seeing the absolutely awful results, I know he's really talented with football. He's mastermind of many things we can see from different managers nowadays. But to be fair, he didn't do his job well in United. People are kind of celebrating that. Yeah, he was amazing guy to kind of say the truth of the team. But I mean, is manager hired to whine in the media, or is manager hired to make the best result of the team he has? So the team he had, the current United, he did not make the game plan so that he could get things out from the people, the players, and also he did rip off the team so that, for example, Pogba and Jesse clearly had way much too power to do whatever they wanted, and that caused a lot of issues, for example, with Ronaldo. So he did not do good work with United, and we saw the absolutely awful results. But still, I think that the past roles he has had, it's still really strange that United and him, they didn't manage to have a contract like they planned and kind of maintain him to be within the club to help out with perhaps running the club. So I think something has happened after the results were so bad, and at the same time the massive change of staff. I think they lost. Respect, or at least the trust to Ralph during that time, because it was so clear that when he announced that he's going to be taking the new role in the national team, Austria. Yeah. So I was so sure that's a sign that he's gonna leave, and that happened. And I have to say I'm not surprised.
Okay. And is this a good thing, or is this a bad thing in your eyes?
I would love have seen what him and Ten Hag together would have done, but as we know, when Sir Alex stepped down but still stayed on the background, it wasn't easy for the next managers. So the shadows of Sir Alex were there. So even though Ralph is not even close to being Sir Alex in any way, but I think clear start with like fresh start with the plan Ten Hag has. I'm trusting this is better way to do it than having because probably Ralph would have had some issues with the directors and with the owners because of what he said during the year, which is not bad that he was open. But if that's the only effort he did on the positive side of Manchester United, that he was open and did criticize players, I think then if that's what he has to offer, maybe it's better this way.
Okay. All right. What?
About it's maybe I'm not trying to be a party pooper about what happened to Richard Arnold gitu ya. But what if what Richard Arnold did had a blessing from the Glazers? So people will love the club from what Richard Arnold did to the fans, because that's what lost from the fans to the Glazers. What if?
I'd say if you look behind, is it 18 years or so Glazers have been there?
Since 2005.
Yeah,
it's 17. I'm thinking they don't have enough interest to do anything like that.
Exactly.
They just don't give a damn. So I think I'm really sure Richard Arnold was kind of spontaneous and did that himself. And of course, he must have called someone, whether it's Ed Woodward or whoever is his mentor. Somebody he have called and asked whether he should go. But I don't think it's planned by the Glazers or anything. It doesn't sound like the family. They don't mind. They don't care.
They don't mind about football.
I think what happened was I think his wife played a role in that, Richard Arnold's wife, because they knew that the fans were coming and this angry mob was coming. They remembered what happened to Ed Woodward's house. When that happened, and I think the missus got really upset. And so you better meet those people, and you better meet them outside of this house, away from this house, away from our kids, and things. Well, what have you? And he had to go to the. I mean, it's if I was in his position, it's a typical what a guy would do. Okay, I know a pub nearby. I'll go over there. I'll buy them beer. Beer usually calms people down before it it brings things to the worst part of it. But at least if I could bring them down there, sit down, they won't be burning my house. You know,
they don't need to come to my house.
I think the missus had the role in that. Okay. I mean, he would probably call. I agree with you. He would on the way. He would probably call Manchester United. I think in this case, it's probably David Gill, because there was a picture of him and David Gill and Richard Arnold a day after.
Yeah, it might be so. And don't get me wrong. I think when the fans do protest, then the owners should listen, because then it's not just like small things wrong when the people who love the club start protesting. But I think it's completely wrong when it comes to, like with Ed Woodward, that people are going to his house and it's you need to understand that you will not make positive effect when you do illegal things. And and what Must is doing, Duncan and guys with MUST, even though I know they are like massive Reds and they would love to see faster development with things changing at United, but they are doing the way, and they're keeping themselves enough calm to have the discussions with the club, so that there's even slight possibility to get things permanently change in future. So I think we need to have balance so that the fans won't destroy the change, which hopefully is coming.
Yeah,
because if Richard Arnold decides now, because of the leak of the secret videos filmed of him, if he just decides he's not going to continue the talks with the fans because they betrayed him, how we are going to even try to change things?
Exactly.
So the protests are good things until the point they go illegal. So
exactly.
So we need to have discussions. What you protest for? Like the Glazer family is not going to just please take our club. We don't need money. Of course they want money. They're businessmen.
Of course. Yeah. True.
So we'll see. And I've read about Michael Knighton and guys probably trying to do the takeover, offering enough money. I mean, sounds good. Local lads and maybe some investors from outside England. But what if what if things won't change in a good way? What then? Then we have the
there's
owners.
No guarantee. Exactly.
Yeah. So I think it's small steps. We need to move forward to getting the stadium where it should be, getting the training ground a lot better and modern, and then build up a team which looks and plays like United. Then, no matter who owns the club, then we have a chance to move forward, not to maintain this situation when it's a mess.
But wouldn't you agree, Jere, if anyone, and I'm saying anyone that has a passion for Manchester United took over from the Glazers, at least you said that there is no guarantee that things will be better, but at least you'll take the hands of Glazers out of Manchester United, which I don't think anyone can go lower than that. Honest to God.
Yeah. Of course, being a lifelong fan of United and the everyday passion, I would hope that people who are running the club would have the same passion. We have to remember that football is not the same it used to be, for example, back in the 90s. Like not the game is the same, but also how the things are run. When the English Premier League came, early 90s, they tried to do all those American tricks with pre-game shows and so on, but the fans didn't like it, so they had to drop that down. But still, from that on, it's been all about business also for the Premier League. And now we see people from China, Saudi Arabia, first, of course, Russia and Abramovich taking over the clubs. What would you like? What are you thinking if you think when you give the clubs in hands of people from countries who are doing like really wrong things? What do you think is going to happen? Like, do you think they buy the football club so that they can develop the football in England or Europe?
No, they're looking for cash.
They're looking for cash, and they're trying to brainwash people to like more what they do. And now we are having the World Championship in Qatar. I think the bigger picture, not just United, the football is going really fast to way where it doesn't even matter who owns any clubs anymore, because it's all about money. It's all about brainwashing people. It's all about washing money. How on earth Russia and Qatar got the World Championships when FIFA is saying that they want everybody to be equal and they support now the Pride week or month, and at the same time they are announcing that you shouldn't even kiss people in Qatar if that's not your wife, and it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing, and it's really sad. I want to have the old football back when it's all football related and players did die on the field because they didn't quit, and now it's like Jay Links's and Pogba's dancing and making those TikToks and hoping more followers, and it's not the same anymore, and we have to accept it. We need to have we need to accept it's not never going to be the same again. But within that context, the current context, the modern context, we still do have hope, and we still as a fans we need to work our part towards that. We will get United to look good again on the field, and we win trophies, and you know, we still have our history, and we can make a new era maybe now with Ten Hag. So it's still football, but it's not the same anymore.
No, I mean, yeah, sure, I agree. What? Ada yang mau ditanya?
About Jere said about football. Now we get into the football issue, the technical issue. Within 7 days before training session start, right? A week before the training camp start with Ten Hag, and no players still come to United. What do you think, Jere?
It has two sides. One is, of course, Ten Hag has been there for so little time, and he needs to get to know what he has in his hand. But of course, looking what City has done, what Liverpool has done, there is a massive chance that we lose the players Ten Hag would have wanted to come to United. Of course, the media is linking every player to United, and people are raging in Twitter that no, we are not going to get that because of Ed Woodward and Glazers.
Price.
Probably true in certain cases, but if we would sign all the players, people are saying in Twitter, we would have team size of 300 players. But of course, if anybody, all the other clubs, the rivals are getting players in, there's something still wrong in our processes and the staff who are signing the players, because we do need new players. There's a lot of players going out now and already left because the contract ended. And if we do get 1 or 2 players before the season starts, we are still lacking like 3 to 5. How many we lost already? So
yep.
It's concerning and it's worrying me.
Yeah, true, very true. I mean, Richard Arnold said that he knows that John Murdoch is working from 6 to 10 p.m., but then we don't know what he's working on. Is he
Exactly.
he working on the players, or is he working on something else? But yeah, I agree with you. We're losing the race even before the league has started. I mean, I know the media links everybody to us, but in terms of like Nunes, I think that was a legit thing that United and Ten Hag wanted, but then we got Liverpool swooped that under us, and now with the young situation, and I don't see any other players that is potentially coming to United at this point of interview.
Think about it. Back then in the 90s, with the class of 92, when we have the famous saying that you cannot win anything with the kids. It's completely different time in football, of course, and it was possible it was so special to have all those players within the same team. We do have amazing youngsters, and we should keep them and make them enough space in the team to even get the chance to play in the first team and see whether they are going to be the next superstars. But let's face it, it's not going to be enough to have amazing kids. We need to have already superstar players to of course to be mentors for the kids, but to do results on the field immediately.
Exactly.
It's gonna be way too long if we every season will not get the players we want. So I don't think the change when Murdoch and Fletcher came in. I think Nicky Butt was right when he said that was they overrun the best options for the spots. Think about it. What's Fletcher's background? A player in United.
Yeah.
And now he's technical director and was sitting next to Ralph the whole end of the season. He was an amazing player, and I loved when he played for United. But is he really the best decision to hire as a technical director? Or was Murdoch the best option for the spot when he was clearly again kind of a Glazer way to hire people?
Yeah. True. I don't know how they run things in the UEFA, but here in the EFC, one thing that is for sure, the technical director cannot sit on the bench.
Yeah.
I've been manager for a couple of clubs. I've never had my technical director sit next to me on the bench. That's a big no-no.
Yeah, and I don't know whether people even have clear roles there. It's been a mess. When the organization is a mess, of course, the back room is going to be a mess. And when that's mess, then the players are confused. And why would players give 100% when they know that the current manager, when Ralph came in, is going to be just for
Temporary.
the end of the season? It's again a situation when they are probably already looking where to move, because they don't want. Why would player want to be in complete mess? Of course they want to move on then. So we need to stabilize things in the organization and in the team, and that will need some extra players, like senior players, and we have none now during this transfer market. So it's sad.
But
apparently we're going to get Ericsson. Why is it sad?
Ericsson is an amazing player, and the change in Brentford when he came was obvious. But is he really the solution?
Yeah, well, he's going to be playing over Fred or McTominay for sure, I think.
Maybe the rumor of Ericsson became because he played for Ajax back in the days. Maybe he played in Ajax and then Spurs, right? So
I'm trusting that Ten Hag will sign one or two players from Ajax, the ones he knows are gonna be fit for United, those who he thinks are gonna be improvements for the team. But Ajax team and the players there are not the key transfers for this transfer window. The key, De Jong, I think he would be, of course, be improvement for the midfield. But what about our strikers? We have Ronaldo, who he's heading, he's almost 40 now.
30,
Marshall.
30.
So it's a good question. Can Ronaldo still score like he did last season? And can he be part of the Ten Hag's plan? How he's going to set up the players? We'll see. What about Marshall? He's still in. But we do need players in different roles.
And maybe Greenwood will be back to the team. Maybe.
Hopefully not after what he did.
No, I mean that situation. It's an absolute joke. If he does come back to the team, it's an absolute joke. Because Manchester United as a club gave the fans a return. They'll take any Greenwood jersey and they'll change it officially for any place that you want. You went so far as to do that, and now you're going to take him back. That just makes you like that's like the nail in the coffin for me to say that Manchester United is a joke as a football club.
I agree. There's absolutely no sense to take a player back who did what he did. We all see in the clips online. We don't need to wait until what they decide in the court.
Yeah,
we saw and heard what he did. Yeah, you cannot accept that. Never ever.
Yeah, lift up your legs. I asked you nicely. You didn't want to do it.
Yeah. I'm so hoping that he will get enough sentence from the court to pay what he did. It's awful. It's awful.
Yeah. Well, apparently, we've got our admin joining us.
Do we?
About the Greenwood situation. I mean, he's a talented young player, but he would do better if he does not get convicted for what he did. I don't think Manchester United would be the best club for him anymore. First of all, the fans would look at him, unless, of course, he's got the mentality of a rhino, because you're going to get a boo in every game from your own fans. It's not going to look good for you. And the characterization of Greenwood is already as bad as it gets right now. So I don't think he's a situation. I mean, we've still got good players waiting in the wings if we can't get anyone. We've got Petrucci, we've got Diallo. I mean, Diallo even won the Champions League. The Premier League over in Scotland. So at least he's got experience now. Yeah. He's got what do you call the experience of the first team now, and he's got at least the winning mentality now, what it tastes to be a winner. But I'm not saying this is the solution. It's the worst case scenario, even if you can't get anyone, which I doubt that we're going to get any. I mean, remember at the end of the season, they said that we were going to sign 5 to 9 players. That's what Ralph said. I'd be happy if you could sign 2 players, really good players. You know, I'm not saying that you take someone from the J League or someone and call it a signing. I mean, this is exactly what happened. This reminds me of Moyes.
Yeah.
When we were trying to find everybody, and at the end of the day, on the last transfer day, we sent Marwan Fellaini to come and Juan Mata on a helicopter. That's it.
Fele was amazing. I think he had a buyout clause which was less than we paid. That's like an amazing achievement to buy a player with more money than his buyout clause.
That was crazy. That was crazy. But about the transfers and things like that, these transfers that is going on right now. You said that the 90s and now are very different, and with the buyout clause and things like that. But Richard Arnold also said money is not the issue. If you remember in that video,
United has the money.
Pay. Yeah, I think that would do 2 things. You know, one, the clubs would say, okay, money is not an issue, so we'll put you this much. What do you think, Jere?
The problem is that even though they say money is not the issue, it is. We don't have enough money, like Richard Arnold said, to do the stadium and training ground. That's money issue. And then at the same time, he's saying it's not issue for the transfer market. But because we say out loud that things, it will end up us paying twice more than any other club. Just see, Bayern Munich is again buying players with like 20 million. And if we would buy the same players, it would have been 120 million. So money is a massive issue because of the way the club is run at the moment. We pay a lot of extra. The players ask extra. So the structure of the salaries is complete mess. Thank God we are getting rid of the players who earned way too much than they should. And then we are ending up in a situation that if we pay way too much as club for the players, and we have to pay a lot extra to the salary, we can buy 1 instead of 5. So even though they say money is not the issue, it is. Money is the issue.
Of course.
And if you don't get players to play for United because of United, they need to come to play because they want to play in Manchester United. I don't want to see any mercenaries getting like high pay, and that's the reason to play in United. No. If De Jong says he doesn't want to play for United, then
don't sign him. Don't
sign him.
Exactly, I agree.
If you have to pay extra to get somebody to play for United, it's a wrong player. Don't hire that kind of players.
They want to come because it's Man United, not because of the money.
Yeah.
I mean, I know after I say this, people are going to say in the comment section that move on. But Ole got it right. Ole got it right. I mean,
and
who was
his
that?
first full season.
Yeah, who was that Juve player that he wanted to sign in the beginning? I forgot. The Juventus striker.
Dybala.
Dybala.
Yeah.
They were in talks with Dybala, but Dybala even posted in his Instagram, so that's no secret. This is Old Trafford, and we were so excited that Dybala wanted to come, and then suddenly Dybala is not coming. And Ole just said, I want players who wants to play here.
Yeah.
And not because of anything else, not because of the salary, not because of anything else. And Ole got it right. And I know that people are going to give me stick and saying that I'm not moving on, but again, with the situation of Ralf Rangnick, where it became a mess, where it became a shambles, where you said, why would players want to play for a club and give 100% if they know that the management is broken? Ole at least stabled the ship. Ole showed what a club should be. I mean, I remember that he changed the system in the training ground, and he changed a lot of things. And then we sacked the one good thing because he wasn't giving us trophy for 3 years. And now people are saying that we have to give time for Ten Hag.
Yeah.
It's kind of, like,
But
you have
if
to get
you
your
think,
ass kicked
yeah,
to understand this.
Yeah, but just remember that while Ole was on the wheel, people said that even me could win trophy with this team. And when Ralph came, they said it's impossible to win anything with the team. At the same, it was the same. It was the same team.
It was the same team.
Same team.
I was like, okay, well, probably it's true that with that team, it was really hard to win anything. But Ole was second, and he was in the Europa League final.
Yeah, in semi-finals 4 times.
Yeah, so he was close to win something with the team. With the team, people said that it's impossible to win anything when Ralph came in. So I mean, it's internet, People always try to look something to complain about, and United is the biggest club in the world. It's the only club which topics always get the maximum number of clicks. So that's why it's and negative news are always getting more clicks than positive news.
Here in Indonesia, we have a term for
that. Bad news is a good news.
No. In Indonesia, we have a term for that. Nggak MU, nggak makan, which translates literally to, if it's not Manchester United, you don't eat. You don't eat in terms of you don't get any money, so you can't buy food.
Yeah, I agree.
The last from me, what happened in United situation right now about some players has gone. So it's like the first in Ole full season. Get rid of some players to try the balance of the salary, right?
Yeah.
He get rid of Ashley Young, Smalling, to trying the balance of the salary. Now it happened again. Pogba, Gillings, Matic, Mata. What else, Fred? Who else?
I think those are the toxic ones.
Yeah, Cavani.
So many players,
left, of course.
Cavani is out because the contract is not extended, and rightfully so.
Yeah, of course. And I think the Jones move was cancelled because of some issues with the Bordeaux. I think he was going to France, but they have some kind of penalty or something. I just read. I can be wrong, but anyways, the transfer market now, of course, clears a lot in United by the contracts which are ending, and probably a few of the sales. And the structure, now it's a chance to rebuild the structure to be much more healthy. But what do you think if they have to convince the young to play in United for money? It's going to be again like £500,000 a week.
It's going to fill up the cap again.
I don't want that to happen. It's going to be in a long run. It's again going to be a massive problem.
So, literally, what we have now. I mean, we could speculate who's coming and who's not going, which is probably a waste of time. But what we have now, we have Garanchao, we have Hannibal, we have McTominay, we have Fred in the midfield. That's what we have right now. Up front,
Bruno.
And Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
Of course. And up front, we have Cristiano Ronaldo, which, to answer your question, I think he could still score. I mean, this guy he has a mentality that he he motivates himself, to always do better than the previous season. So, he's the Michael Jordan of football. It's every time you say something that you can't do it anymore at this age, he actually does it. He was the top scorer for the club last season. So I think he still could score. And if he could get in this short break the mentality shared to Diallo and what's our other Elanga, I think he could have potentially a good support rolling from these two kids. And you've got Jadon Sancho, who has a skill, just not the time and the maybe the situation was bad that he couldn't grow. I don't know, but let's see how he does, and can he cover the tag price that he was bought for? And I don't know, who else do we have?
We still have Rashford. Yeah,
and we've got
he's amazing. He's still amazing, but
he is.
He needs to get his head together. I think the last season we saw what happens when you lose the courage and you lose self-confidence. It was really sad to see, but I'm hoping him to get on the really top level again next season, and hopefully he's gonna kind of suck all the information from Ronaldo and kind of get that mentality. He's gonna be big player if that happens.
Yeah, I mean his hair is back to normal. His training regime is back. I hope that's a positive side. And of course, we've got the mighty, and we have a good friend here. His name is Panji Suryo. He loves Anthony Martial. So we've got him back. So I think that's the current squad.
And Pereira is back.
Pereira is back. Martial is back.
I'm not saying bad things about Pereira, but I don't think we can hope too much from them. He'd be good. He couldn't even look. Smalling did good with Roma. Tammy Abramovic, we said that in the beginning, but he wasn't an impact player for the club where he was in the same league as they were. So that says a lot. If you can't be good there.
You did miss one. James Garner is back.
Garner is back.
Yes, Garner is back. But I think Nottingham Forest want him back, no?
Yeah, Forest won him, and also Diano.
Yeah, I think that's the current rumor, right?
Yeah, but
I would love to see Garner to play for the first team from the beginning of the season, and I think he's ready. I really think he's ready.
Yeah, of course.
I agree with
the club to a promotion.
Yeah.
So now we can call Manchester United homecoming club.
That's a good one, man. That's a really good one. We should put Manchester United and put the homecoming Spider-Man logo underneath it.
Manchester United homecoming club.
Can we then sing It's Coming Home?
It's coming home.
You know what?
For the players, not the trophy.
No. I don't want to sing that, because every time we sing that for England, bad things happen. So
we can sing it for the players, Patrick, not for the trophy. It's coming home.
Okay. But it's been like that, no? It's been like that since Pogba's era, no? Pog back and
back.
We had Cristiano Ronaldo coming home. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was also considered coming home, and we've got a lot.
21st is coming.
What's our third goalkeeper? I forgot his name again. Tom Heaton. He's coming home, so everybody's coming back because we can't buy anyone. Nobody wants to play for us, so we're going to get everybody back.
Yes,
you know who
we're going to get? Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, you know who we're going to get back? What, Jere? Who's that Wolf striker? Our ex-academy, Josh King. That's who's coming back.
He's Norwegian. It's a tradition to have Norwegian striker.
There you go. Yes. So we're going to get Josh King.
Maybe the Keane brothers, Michael Keane and
Michael Keane, which has no relationship with Roy Keane whatsoever, by the way.
But he had there is a brother, Michael Keane, and who was his brother, who's playing now in
Will.
Will he's
Keane.
A striker. Yeah, he's a striker.
Yeah.
So
you wanted Harry Keane, we'll give you 2 Keanes.
Exactly.
And then we have a new chance. Backstreet back.
All right.
All right.
I did like more Spice Girls. Sorry.
Whoa!
Oh, you did.
Spice up your life.
Victoria. It's
Spice up your
Raining
life,
Man.
Jere.
No. Actually, it's Raining Man. It's not Spice Girls song.
No, but Gary
That
Halliwell
was
did
Haley.
sing that.
Yeah.
Jere Halliwell.
Yeah.
So
She did sing that.
Yep.
and I have 100 questions to ask Jerry because he's right there in the middle of it. But I don't think we're going to have enough time. But I do have a just maybe one or two questions more, if it's okay with you, Jerry.
Of course.
I'm really concerned about what Ten Hag is going to face this season. Okay, because with the current squad minus Pogba and Jalen, maybe just maybe you have a bit of stability in the dressing room right now. But with the only current squad that we just mentioned right now, and if he could not get any players that could support this role, what do you think of his chances? We're not even going to dream about winning the league, but to get back to the top four. And the second question on that, if he couldn't get to the top four and the fans react the way they always do, what do you think will happen to Ten Hag after a season?
Of course, we are Manchester United, so every season we need to aim to win the Premier League, win the Champions League, which we are not in this next season. So it's the demand from the manager, demand for the team is always to be number one. So of course, no matter we get new players or not, we need to try to win the whole league. With the current squad, if he does that, he's a wizard. He's then the right man to be the next Sir after Sir Matt and Sir Alex to be the next big thing for United. But I'm guessing if we don't get any proper players to midfield and striker and even to defense, we are going to struggle to get to top four. Of course, it's going to help to get those viruses out from the dressing room. Yeah, and most likely we will get a lot more out from the current players when they're happy and they really put their effort on the field. But let's say if we get 3 signings, one defender, one midfielder, and one striker, why not? Why couldn't we? If Ten Hag gets 110% out from the current squad and the youngsters, why couldn't we challenge City and Liverpool? But without any additions, it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be so hard to get even top 4. It's Chelsea's question mark, of course, after Abramovich time. Arsenal. It looks like Arteta has enough knowledge of football to get them back to being the number 4th. So and Spurs is Spurs. So I'm hoping at least 3 signings. We can be up there challenging, and but to be honest, it doesn't look like we're gonna get the key signings. And like you said, the training's just around the corner, and if we sign players when the season is already started, they will struggle to get into the system Ten Hag builds. So the upcoming 2 weeks we need to sign 2 to 3 players, and if we don't, it's gonna be a really hard season once again.
Yeah. Because the last good signing that we had was Bruno Fernandes, no?
No, Sancho.
No, the really good signing.
Oh, really good signing, yes.
Yeah, it was Bruno.
Yeah, I think Sancho will be a really good signing when he just when the players who influence Sancho are going to be the likes like Ronaldo. He's gonna grow and be a key player. But when the players who influenced him were Pogba and Jesse Lingard, we all saw what happened.
Yeah.
And don't forget, we have also Donny van de Beek coming back.
Yeah, he's coming back.
Of course, Ten Hag knows what he got. With
what his
with
capability.
him. But at the same time, there was something really wrong with him in United, and he didn't succeed in Everton. So I wouldn't bet him to be like a massive success even under Ten Hag. I'm hoping he's really a great guy, but I wouldn't count on that.
So actually, we have so many midfielders. We have McTominay, Fred, and then James Garner coming home, Van de Beek coming home. Gitu. Actually, the loss of Pogba and Nemanja Matic and Mata will be covered by the two of them. But as you said, we still need another midfielder. I agree with you.
Yeah, for me personally, by selling Pogba, by letting go of Pogba and Jailings is already a win, and it's a very good start to the season for me personally. Yep. Of course, we need to put an icing on the cake by signing some players, but it's already a good start.
It is.
Yeah, it's already a good start. We've seen the positive impact of it. Rashford is coming back to his normal behavior.
Normal life.
I hope he stays like that. And we all know that Rashford and Jadon is very close to each other. So if they can, click and motivate each other and look up to Cristiano Ronaldo with his self-motivating superiority, maybe we could actually have a good front lineup. It's just a matter of getting these kids to believe in themselves. Maybe if we could have Gary Neville, David Beckham, and Nicky Butt in the class of 92 motivating these class of 2022, maybe we could get something actually done, Let's hope for the best. And after all, it's the theater of dreams, no?
But I think the involvement of class of 92 guys, I'm not sure if that has been a really good thing. So
I was joking about that.
They are media persons nowadays and doing all those commentary for the match of the day and Sky Sports.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that they would even have some kind of filter when shouting out those comments, because especially Scholes was awful back then with his comments. So let's allow Ten Hag to show what he's capable of doing, and then let's see what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when people are saying that Scholesy was a very silent person in the media. He doesn't say anything, things like that. And that the 360 degree, the 180 degree changes that we see now. And I told people that Scholesy is not that quiet, because the last time I met him in Bandung, he was saying things, literally saying things what I saw now in the media. And yeah, I agree with you. These guys are a bit harsh because they've been successful. And they saw how bad it is right now with the club. They're not wrong either. It's just that you're right. They should put a filter on it.
Yeah. Scholes is too busy now with the gym they founded with his family. So hopefully he's just
occupied.
Doing. Yeah. But as always, I'm thinking positive. Besides everything we have spoken today, start of every season when people ask what I think United is going to end up in the final table, I always say number one. There is no reason why we couldn't win the league. So
we're a fan.
So at the moment, of course, we need to see some more changes to get support us to get on top of the table. But it's going to be an exciting season again.
I hope so. I hope Hannibal doesn't become Hannibal Lecter, The last two games he played, he was brutal, man. He was brutal.
Yeah. He's going to be a really good add-on if he gets some weight and strength and gets enough playing time early season. He might be one of the game changers. I like him.
Here's my prediction. Also
Garnacho.
But here's my prediction with Hannibal Lecter. I call him Hannibal Lecter now. This is going to be the reenactment of Roy Keane versus Inge Haaland. It's not going to be McTominay. People are saying it's McTominay. It's going to be Hannibal.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Hannibal reenactment.
Let's hope that he will be successful. He seems like a nice lad.
He does. So, Jere, it has been a pleasure, of course, again. I mean, literally,
same here.
Yeah, I think you're part of this Poros Halang now. This is your third interview now.
That's an honor.
I'm not even going to call you our guest anymore. You're part of the host now. So
Thank you.
This is Poros Halang with Jere, and thank you very much for your opinion. And again, I'm just going to remind people here: if you are anywhere in Europe by September the 23rd to the 25th, sorry, is that right? 23rd to the 25th, right?
24.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Friday is 23rd when we have the stadium match, and then on the next day, on Saturday, we have the night gala. So please come to Finland. I'm going to take care of you guys, whoever comes to Finland, and of course, we make it possible to visit the Red Room.
Yeah, and if you say that to Jere when you are in Finland, and you say that I'm a faithful subscriber and I watch Poros Halang, I'm sure he'll take good care of you over there.
Yeah, whenever if somebody comes to Finland, just hit me a message, and I will make sure that you will see what Helsinki Red Room and the Finnish hospitality is all about.
Yeah, we had just before the closing.
Wait, Jere, you said Finnish legend. Is it Jari Litmanen will play?
We haven't published anything yet, but I'm hoping Jari Litmanen and Sami Hyypiä both will play.
Ooh, Sami.
Fingers crossed.
Have you spoken to Sami Hyypiä?
Yeah, I actually sent him a message last week, so we'll see what happens.
What did you say?
Okay.
How's it feel about winning the league?
I said to him that because of Robbo is coming and leading the United squad, you need to lead the Finnish squad. You know, it's because a United captain, ex-United captain, and ex-Liverpool captain. If you're not doing that, then we're gonna get Aki Riihlahti, who played in Crystal Palace, to lead. Then, so you have to lead.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
This is my last question.
So that will be a very interesting thing. So again, could you remind us the website again, Jere? It will be in our description, but
yeah, it's legendsweekend.com, and we are going to have, at least in Finland, we're going to have a live stream from the match. I'm hoping MUTV or any other company, we are having negotiations. So if we have the global stream, then you can actually watch the match live wherever you are. I'm hoping we get some deal. MUTV would be ideal because of United fans, of course, but we'll see. But at least it's going to be streamed live in Finland.
There you go. And just before we close this, us at Poros Halang, we actually got a special preview of what the Helsinki Red Room was. And sorry, you guys, but we did see it, and it was beautiful. And if you are in Finland or anywhere nearby Finland at that precise moment, I think you should really go, because you'd be in for a treat. You'll be seeing this real atmosphere. No. The chairs where the bench were, and you'll see a lot of beautiful things which were from the games, and it'll be a very bad miss if you don't. So go there. Enjoy your time there, and Jere will take good care of you guys. All right?
Indeed. Well said, my friend.
So, again, thank you, Jere. This has been
guys.
A pleasure, and we hope to have you, a lot more of you soon.
Yeah. How long have we have had this interview? Because there's 2 spiders going around now. So
I think we've had a long time, and that's why we're ending it now.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys udah nonton Poros Halang edisi internasional yang ke berapa ini? Udah ke berapa? Kesekian lah ya, buat ya.
Ya.
Kalau ada komen kalian, komen aja. Nanti kita selanjutin ke Bang Jere di sana. And oh yeah, Jere, my dad says hello. I told him that we gave you a surname Tarigan. So he said, bring my son to Indonesia.
Well, let's start planning.
Pet, gue mesti pergi loh, Pet. Anjing dari tadi nggak berhenti.
Let's make it happen. Me and some of the items from Helsinki Red Room. Let's make that happen at some point.
We will.
I promise.
EO what? Go to work, man.
Thank you, guys.
Jere, thank you.
It was my pleasure. It was my pleasure.
Thank you, Jere. Thank you very much. Good luck for you, for Helsinki Red Room, and stay healthy for your family. Okay?
You too,
Thank
guys.
you. It's me, Fuad, signing off.
Signing off.
Nauti kesasta, Jere.
Nauti kesasta.
Kiitos kuin myös.
I don't know what that says. Bye.